Hey, what's up, everybody? Alf here with a little bit of GBL discussion and just some Pokemon Go goodies. Happy Monday, everybody. We're going to dive in to what's coming up this week in Pokemon Go. We're going to talk a little bit about Love Cup, which if you want to see live, I'll be doing a duo stream with the lovely Hoff tonight over on the Twitch channel. We'll be doing all of our GBL sets. I know she's already got some teams lined up. I'll be putting together some teams as well. And we're going to show off some variety, show off some stuff, and learn about the format live in action. So do check that out. All the info is down below. But why don't we dive in and talk about what's coming up in the game, and then we'll jump into some Love Cup, yeah? So first things first, the rocket event has wrapped up. So if you haven't, if you're still grinding those rocket stops, you're going to have to go back to the old rhythm. But we get a new event starting tomorrow, which is a Lunar New Year event. Starts Tuesday 10 a.m. Local time for y'all. And yeah, the list is a little bit underwhelming. It's a red Pokemon themed event. So Krabby, Goldeen, Magmar, Magikarp, Miltank, Medtite, and Tepig. Now, some of those Pokemon are arguably not even red. But realistically, for PvP purposes, Meditite and maybe Magikarp, depending on your situation, are the only spawns there that are all that exciting. And neither of them because you need those Pokemon. It's because that's an XL candy farm. Both of those Pokemon are actually pretty useful there. If we ever are forced to play any sort of Master League format, XL Gyarados is a really good starter pick. And obviously Meditite with XL is going to be great in Great League. So I don't know that there's much else here for us other than those Meditite XLs. I will say that if we scroll down a little bit, the event exclusive field research that has Galarian Meowth is also probably worth looking out for. If you've not played with Berserker's pretty good in Great League, and it's excellent in Ultra League. You're gonna need some XL for that. So these Meowths, the fact that there's more Meowths is actually pretty helpful. I do think that it's probably worthwhile sort of looking for those and grinding them out if you haven't already made one. Other than that, the rest of the bonuses here are not all that exciting. I'm a big fan of trading, so the fact that we're going to get higher chances at Lucky Friends, higher chances at Lucky Trades are all going to be fun. We're actually going to do another Trade Wars on Friday night. We'll be trading some Roselias, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, and having a good time. So, I think the Lunar New Year event's not looking that exciting, but it is a good opportunity to go out and get some Miltank XLs. Is a good tank to get some Magikarp XLs, and it's a good chance maybe to find yourself in a Galarian Meowth for Berserker if you don't have one yet. All right, speaking of Roselia, which I just sort of alluded to, I hope you had a good Roselia community over the weekend. As you can see, I came a little short on XL candies. That said, I haven't deleted all my Roselias yet because of that Trade Wars I mentioned, so I'm hoping to get up to that 296 mark, just in case I want to max one out at some point before I'm sort of done deleting all of my Roselias. But I think one of the things that, as going around was people were not particularly excited about Roserade for PvP, and I don't want to tell you that you should be thrilled, that you should be absolutely off the wall thrilled about what Roserade can do in Great and Ultra League. Although I do think it's been oversold how bad it is. Everyone's like, it's worse. It's just a worse Cherim. It's just a worse Cherims. Everyone wants to say it's a worse Cherim. Here's the thing with Cherim. If you've played with Cherim at all in Great League, you know that landing solar beams is not a given in any scenario. And the fact that unless you're running Razor Leaf, which I don't think is optimal, you have to try and land solar beams to be a proper grass type Pokemon. Roserade has access to a significantly better backup moves to Bullet Seed, Weather Ball. You can run Grass Knot, or you could run Sludge Bomb depending on your needs. And I actually think Roserade is going to be pretty useful. Now, it is a lot squishier. It's going to function a little bit more as a closer, or something that's going to be able to put on a lot of damage if you can find some shield advantage. But I actually think it's pretty good, and I think you're going to want to make sure you keep one around for Great League, one for Ultra League, and just make sure that you've got some possibilities. I think in Ultra, especially Ultra Premier, it's going to be slightly better, as you don't have the Cherim option there. It's really going to function in its own sort of unique space there, where it's going to be competing with that space with Cherim in Great League. But ultimately, I don't think it's useless. I don't think it's terrible. I think you're actually going to find many scenarios where having a faster firing grass move is actually pretty good, or having a poison move for coverage is actually pretty good. So don't sleep on Roserade. Make sure you save one or two just to make sure that you don't get caught if something like Love Cup comes around in the future, where Roserade is going to be very good. I don't think Roserade is not legal in Love Cup. Don't misinterpret that. But these limited formats sometimes make all-stars of Pokemon that you didn't expect. And Roserade has all the makings to be a very, very effective Pokemon in a number of formats because of its wide array of quality charge moves. All right, and last but not least, I can't leave you without talking about Love Cup, which goes live in a matter of hours here in GBL. It's going to be the format I think most players will be choosing, as the Master League formats remain sort of problematic in access for XL Candy. I popped up the rankings here, and I want to just take a look at the stuff that's currently, at least from PV Poke standpoint, dominating the rankings. And I think the first thing everybody notices, aside from the two XL Mons that are on this ranking, is that there's two Charmers right up there in the top 8. You've got Wigglytuff and Clefable. I think everybody in their brain has that these two Pokemon will be like the dominant. Oh, everyone's just gonna run two Charmers. It's gonna be terrible. We're just gonna have to deal with this. Here's the thing, though. Most of the stuff up above here plays pretty well against it. Now, we're gonna see some really interesting stuff here, and my expectation for Love Cup right now is double up ABB teams are going to be the way of things. You're going to see teams that are double fire or double charm or double fighting, with the objective of drawing out the counter to that double up on a swap and then eliminating it and running over with the rest. So, if you are running Metacham and Scrafty, you switch to Scrafty, you bait out their Charmer, you eliminate it, and then Metacham runs over the rest of the team. I think what you're going to want to be looking to do here, though, is not... I don't know that that's the strategy I'm going to play. Primarily because if they're running two Charmers and you're running two Fighters, then you just lose. It's playing rock, paper, scissors, but only bringing rock and scissors and hoping that they somehow messed up. I actually really like some of the more neutral matchups here. I like Alomomola a lot. I like Electrode a lot. I like these Pokemon that have play against all of these varieties of sort of double up strategies without giving up anything in particular, without being like, well, if they have two Charmers, then I just straight lose. You're not going to straight lose to much with Alomomola. The thing is very thick, and its strong counters among at least the top 10 or 15 are basically a couple fringe electric types and Electrode, which I think you are going to see some. I can't wait to use mine, although I will be on Hyper Beam because I'm a monster, and that's all I can imagine doing. But I think playing some of these more balanced, bulky teams where you have more even matchups is going to allow you to play 100% of the time. Now, if you don't want to play 100% of the time, which I know some of you don't, if you just want fast games, I think something like Double Charm or Double Fire is actually going to yield the best results. I think you're going to win or lose, and you're going to win or lose hard, and you're going to win or lose fast. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think if that's where you're at and that's where you want to play, I think that's totally fine. I'm leaning towards something a little bit more balanced, where I can play my way through, say, two Charmers or two Fire types and not have to worry about getting absolutely eviscerated by what's on their team. And that's really it for this Monday. Come check us out live again tonight. We're doing a lot more GBL tonight than I have been doing over the last couple days. We'll see how that goes. I can't wait to do that. And let me know in the comments maybe what teams you're going to try for Love Cup. I can always take some suggestions here from the YouTube comments and drop them in. I always like to do that. So I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. Good luck in GBL over the next couple days, and I will see you all hopefully tonight on stream. Cheers.